Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It is Hump Day. It is May 29th, 2019. Wrapping up this month here quickly. What a sell-off we saw yesterday in the market towards the close. Last, what, two and a half, oh, yeah, like 2 hours, market just sold off almost like 2.5 points across the board. SPY, I think, SPY closed down with 2.5 points, but its sell-off was pretty much 2.5 points in the last 2 hours. Sectors were trading almost split midday. Then obviously, the market sold off all across the board. I think there was one sector. I'm not sure what sector it was that closed red. Let's have a look real quick. Communication services, the only one trading green, closed barely. Across the board, obviously, taking a lot of scares with it. So we're actually going to continue this short buy sentiment until market dictates. Otherwise, I mean, having that type of sell-off late in the day is definitely some red flags across the board. So it gives you some opportunities to take advantage of if you're obviously patient with your setups and you know where your entries are. So anyway, let's get into it, man. So as you know, we got it setting up. We got 10 going in our watch list today. Roku is going to be up to bat number one. Obviously, you can see it had sell off yesterday, closed almost 7 points to the downside, putting in its lower highs and lower lows. I mean, it was gonna, it was bound to happen. Our initial target is the 86 level, so we're looking at almost another 3 points of downside. So, obviously it's showing some weakness, and you knew it was overbought, so it's bound to happen. So we're gonna obviously be able to step in, mitigate risk. Obviously, want to start putting in continued lower highs and lower lows, and we like it again to the 86 level. TSS, you can see, had its run up past few days. Obviously it closed up almost 5.5 points, but showed a little bit midday weakness. So, not sold. Obviously it's showing that inverted hammer on the daily. Not sure that it's going to continue higher. We're going to obviously mitigate a risk appropriately, but we like to the 112 level. It's going to be 112 is not going to be the first target. Obviously, first target you're going to need to see the 117 level, roughly 116, 117. But overall, we like the 112 retracement from its run up on the 24th. Next up, Foot Locker FL. So as you can see, it had a sell off on Friday, and it continued fading out yesterday as well, closing down almost 4 points downside. We like it continued to the 40 level conservatively. So again, any more weakness after the dust settles in the morning, we'll step in, mitigate risk. ATVI, as you can see, had its gap up yesterday, and again, just faded out all day. We had it on our list, the downside. We like it to the 40 level. So, definitely don't mind that it gapped up yesterday because it's showing some continued weakness, overall, as it's been showing since the end of last year. So, definitely still like this 40 level. And again, after the dust settles, we'll see if we mitigate risk appropriately. WB has been obviously trading sideways for a few days, closed almost a point down, nothing crazy, but it hasn't reached our level yet. We like the 41 level and the 2 points downside. And again, till market sentiment changes otherwise, we like that our particular level, and we're going to stick to our trade idea. So again, anytime it begins to trade below VWAP, we'll enjoy the downtrend and stick with our target of 41. Burlington Coat Factory, not a surprise this thing's selling off. Those of you in the States know what this company is. Not sure why the hell it's trading in the 140s. I'm not surprised one bit if this thing cracks. Our first target is 145, but I think it's going to crack that thing, and you can see it trading in the low 140s. So our initial 145, we definitely strongly like this thing. At least 2-3 points of downside initial target, but again, those in the States know who this company is, and Burlington Coat Factory is not something that we're seeing trading at this level price point for years to come. So I think you're gonna start seeing this slow fade out. But again, first initial target 145, and then after that we're gonna still stay diligent with it and probably fade this thing out. So we like this thing continuation for a little bit. LRCX, as you can see, we like it to the 175 level. Had closed almost 3 points of downside yesterday. showing weakness every time it had a little bit of run at VWAP. Pretty much got stuffed out. You had a little bit of market maker play above, trying to suck in buyers, which worked out perfectly. If anybody got suckered in, but you can see that's fading out. So we still diligent with our 175 level as our initial target. SWKS, we like it to the 65 level. Had a little bit of weakness yesterday, as you can see. It opened up, quote unquote, gapped up, but then immediately just faded out and got stuffed out VWAP every time. Tried to make a run at the tried to trade above VWAP, which you can see just did not happen at all day long, and closer to the low of the day, which is a good day 2 continuation for us. So we like it to the 65 level, and we'll be diligent with this thing after the dust settles. Cena, again, not done yet. We definitely like it to these. You see the 37 level we have on our screens. Faded out in the morning, then obviously trade above VWAP, but again, not sure this thing is done. We definitely like this thing to 37, and until the market changes and it has a clear uptrend, we're still short bias to this thing to 37 level. Last but not least, XEC, we like to the 60 level. Traded pretty weak all day yesterday, almost a point to the downside. Just sold off immediately right at the bell. Had a gap up and then sold off immediately after that. Found some support in the low 62s and it got it traded up. Was surprised it got above VWAP, then it came right back down. So that's nice, strong indication that the boys are still unloading shares. And it's not done yet, so I think they scooped up a little bit of buyers, the orders, and to fill their the overall orders from LTs. So we like this thing continues to 60, and that's a conservative level. I think it's going to crack that, but that's target number 1. But anyway, guys, that's what we got going on. It's our 10 on watch. As always, we sit back and wait for our setups to form. We let price come to us. We do not chase at all. We can we'll sit on our hands all day long if we have to. You don't have to trade at all if you need to trade. You obviously cash is a position, and unless your setup is sitting there perfect, staring you at the face on your screens, do not put on a position. Be patient and wait. You might have to wait all day and trade after lunch. I know a lot of these guys pushing this first 30-minute trading, 1 hour trading, out going to do fucking golf or beach or whatever the shit these guys are pumping. Anyway, you know what guys I'm talking about, but at the end of the day, guys, you be patient with your setups, and when you rush something, you're going to get hurt. You're going to stay diligent with your stops and be patient with your setups, because at the time and time again, they will happen, and the price always comes to you when you're very patient. Alright guys, if you want to know what we're doing here, how we're checking our watch list, how we're building our watches, how we're trading these charts, any other questions, want to answer that question why, come check out the site at thestreettrading.com, and we will sort you out on the 90-day course. Alright guys, have a great day in the market. Stay diligent with your stops, be patient with your setups, and we will check you later.